Hello everyone, this is Aaron Giampietro with the Tomato Bite update on freight conditions relative to industrial tomato movement. The nation's consumers see empty store shelves, months of delays for items that used to be in stock, and limited availability of favorite items. The question we're all asking ourselves, what is going on? The supply chain operates similar to a well-oiled machine, and to operate at optimal efficiencies, all the moving parts need to be well-timed and functioning. Comparing this to the current supply chain, the timing is off, and the engine is sputtering. To keep customers stocked and delivery times low and in check, every link in the integrated supply chain must work in precisely coordinated sequence. This requires every player in the supply chain, steamship lines, port terminals, trucking, rail, warehouses, and the owners of the cargo, to keep the freight moving at pace. If one part of this engine starts to cough or sputter or gets out of alignment with another, the entire engine will slow or even come to a grinding halt. It's all a ripple effect. Delays at our factories on loading a truck or rail car can turn the process from a day activity to a week delay. The driver or equipment is now sitting idle and unproductive for that week. That truck could have hauled or delivered a couple more loads, now instead requiring additional assets and personnel to do the same productivity. The imbalance stretches across oceans, with loaded container ships backed up, waiting to offload import cargo to West Coast ports, and more than double the amount of ships loaded with exports in select Chinese terminals waiting to push off. If you purchase product from California to ship domestically, you may think cargo ship congestion should not affect you. However, the strong U.S. demand for imports is adding to rail yard congestion and increasing container dwell times at rail depots, on top of a shortage of truck drivers to carry 20 and 40-foot containers. From the domestic side of the business, transit times, especially intermodal, have increased compared to 2020, with intermodal ramp times up 20%. What do we need to do? Each part of the supply chain needs to be focused on optimizing their part, from the shipper to the receiver, communicating with all the players up and downstream. This would include giving additional lead times for the shipping and delivering of the product. As West Coast ports switch to 24-hour cargo pickup, we are adjusting our shipping hours to keep pace. Extended shipping hours will allow product to be dispatched from our warehouse in the late night and early mornings when there's less traffic on the regional freeways and surface streets. Morningstar is actively involved with all partners in the supply chain to understand the expectations and the current state of the engine. This includes regular updates with our ocean carriers, rail providers, warehouses, and trucking companies on their current state, with detailed forecasting from Morningstar on what we plan to ship in the weeks to come. This allows us to optimize the supply chain of our goods together. We encourage you to discuss your shipping and logistical needs with our customer service, sales, and logistics team to ensure your needs are reflected in these conversations with the supply chain providers, and that we can feedback the latest information with your team. We'll be back with you in early November with an update on our closing thoughts on the 2021 production season, as well as some insights and expectations for 2022 crop. Thank you.